Okay, so now we want to import data into Hive via Scoop. So Scoop has the responsibility of bringing data into HDFS. Along with that, we can modify the Scoop command, and we can also specify that I want to put data into Hive. So for doing that, we will be making use of few arguments and few options in Scoop command, and these options are like Hive import. So you can say that you want to create a Hive table, so you can even specify which Hive table I want to create. So before I execute that command to put data into Hive, I will first show you how it looks like. So if I am running Hive right now, Hive shell, so this Hive shell, actually this is a CLI of older version of Hive, but it does not matter right now because our focus is basically to bring data into Hive Metastore. So you can use Beeline also, but right now I am going ahead and making use of a Hive CLI. So here you can see show tables. So we'll get to know whether there are any tables or not. So there are no tables right now. So what I will do, I will exit out of it. So now I will bring data into HDFS and will bring metadata into Hive through Scoop command. So for doing that, I will make use of the reference material that we have. So this Scoop command, you can see we have these additional parameters, and these parameters are like this is the target directory. So in HDFS, I will get data under test directory, and Hive import will happen, and it will go inside the Hive table, and the Hive table name is default.test. So let's run it. The Scoop is running right now. Again, 4 mappers are working on 7 records. Okay, so we see that there is an error related to Thais. So Scoop is having issues right now. So in order to fix this issue, we will go to the properties file of Scoop, and then we will modify that configuration. So specifically speaking, we will be going to hivesite.xml file. It's like a configuration file, I should say. This configuration file, we will modify the property, which is Hive execution engine. So Thais is bundled with Hortonworks. So in this right now we are working with Google Cloud distribution. So here we don't have those libraries in place. So we are just using MapReduce for the time being. So that's why I'm just changing it to MR. So I will change the execution engine to MR. So I will just go to the configuration file. I will do VI, and I will change the configuration file of Scoop. So let's do it here. So this is the VI editor, and we have opened the file. So I'll just go down here. You will see we have a execution engine Thais. So let's go inside this, and I will modify this to MR, and then I will say save. Okay, this is saved. Now I will rerun this, but before I rerun, I will first clean up the directory. I'll remove this directory, and this directory is, let's say, test. I think that was my target directory. So this is done. I will rerun the command. I have done the cleanup in HDFS, so that when I rerun the command, it should not give any issue. So I'm rerunning it, and then let's see, it should be able to work properly now. Oh, there is another exception here, and this exception is about Java security. So we have to basically give this particular thing in our permission settings. So for doing it, I will just go to the file, specific file. So you can see it is complaining about JVM settings. So let's change the settings in JVM, and we will be going to a specific path, and it is under user lib JVM, and under that there is a Java policy file. So the path you can get it from the reference material. So I'll be just doing that. So I'm going to this file specifically. It's not a directory. So I will just do sudo vi, and here I will modify this file, and let's go down, and there is a grant permissions section for this. Yeah, so this is the section where I can just put these permissions, and these permissions are in the exception. If you go to that exception, you will find there was a setting, basically it was expecting, so I just got these permissions from there only. So I will paste that line from the exception here, and I need to give the permission. Let's do it right away. So I will paste it here. Okay, so this is fine. Now let's escape it. Let's do save and exit, and before we rerun, we'll do the cleanup in HDFS. So it did not even create test directory this time, so no worries. So we were trying to do the cleanup. Now I'm rerunning the command again. So here you can see we got the error again. So let's go and see where is the issue. Let's go inside this file again. So it looks like I did not put the semicolon, and that's why it is not in effect right now. So I will just edit it again, and I will put a semicolon at the end. So this is having semicolon. I will say escape, and then I will say colon wq. So I will exit. Okay, this is saved now. We will do the cleanup once again. Let's see if there is any directory created in HDFS. So this is deleted. Now I will again rerun this scoop import. So once scoop import is successful, then I will go into Hive, and then I will show you whether we got the table, test table or not. Earlier when we started this hands-on, then we saw that there was no table test in Hive. So after we are done, we will see test table in Hive. So it says table already exists. So I will just go there, Hive, and I will drop the table, and then I will delete the directory in HDFS also, and then rerun it. So let's drop the table, and table name is test. I will exit out of it. I will clean the data in a Hive HDFS. Now let's rerun this again. Okay. Okay, so now there are no issues. Let's go inside Hive and see whether we got the test table or not. And also we will go into HDFS. HDFS, you can easily fire some commands, and like HDFS JFS -ls, you can just go inside and see. But right now, just see whether we got the table or not. Let's do show tables, and let's do select count star from test. So we can see there are 7 records here. So we are able to import data into HDFS, and then we are also able to create metadata in Hive using a single command. So hope you are able to do it. Like in case you have any questions, you can ask in the Q&A section.